Part 3. Deeper symbolic narratives. Beneath the skin of civilization lies a labyrinth not built of stone, but of thought, an invisible architecture composed of suggestions, screens, and shadows. This is no ordinary battlefield, and no soldier here wears armor of iron. The real war is fought in symbols and stories, in half-truths whispered into the psyche while the soul sleeps. To understand the hidden war for your mind, one must journey not across a map, but within a myth. Picture the garden of illusions, lush, vibrant, and impossibly perfect. Here, everything you desire is offered to you, but only through mirrors. You reach out for truth, and it refracts. You chase joy, and it multiplies into images but never into substance. This garden is not Eden, it is its counterfeit, planted by unseen hands who know that deception is most effective when it imitates the divine. At the center of this garden stands a tree with fruit labeled freedom, though its roots drink from a well of control. This tree is tended by the keepers of the narrative, cloaked figures who craft dreams that feel like choices. They do not speak in commands, but in curated options, paths that all lead to the same destination while convincing you they are diverse. This is the first parable of the war, the illusion of autonomy. 1,000 windows open before you, all showing different views, but none allow you to climb out. Another vision emerges, a puppet theater, velvet curtains trembling with anticipation. On stage, characters dance, heroes, villains, rebels, saints. Their lines are sharp, their gestures bold, and the audience roars in reaction. But behind the curtain, invisible strings twitch. What appears as passion is performance. What feels like revolution is rehearsal. The audience, unknowingly, is also in costume, cheering for their own conditioning. This is the second parable, the theater of conflict. In this war, distraction is not collateral, it is the main weapon. They do not silence you with chains, they flood you with noise until silence itself becomes terrifying. Next comes the mirror maze, where your reflection splits infinitely. Each surface shows a different you, angry, fearful, ambitious, broken. You try to find the true face, but it eludes you. Here, identity is not discovered, it is assigned. The scripts of selfhood are handed out at birth, embossed with slogans and statistics. But one mirror is cracked, not polished, and within it is not your image, but a silhouette aflame, your soul, unnameable and ancient, resisting the labels. This is the third parable, the distortion of the self. The war is not only for your attention, but for your definition. If they name you, they own you. But if you remain unnamed, unshaped by their lens, you become something uncontrollable. And then, the most dangerous vision, the Tower of Light. It gleams in the distance like a promise, humming with artificial serenity. All roads in the system point to it. It is sold as progress, as unity, as a future so bright that shadows are obsolete. But climb the tower, and you find that its base is hollow. It shines not with truth, but with consensus. Its glow is not revelation, but conformity. This is the fourth parable, the weaponization of light. In this war, false light is more seductive than darkness. The enemy of truth is not always the lie, it is the beautifully packaged half-truth, repeated until it becomes a mantra. Yet among all these symbols, there is one unspoken power that threatens the entire machinery, the seer. The seer walks in silence, outside the garden, beyond the stage, past the mirrors and away from the tower. They see the strings, the scaffolding, the scripting. Their eyes are not filled with certainty, but with clarity. The seer does not fight with sword or shield, but with awareness. Their rebellion is stillness. Their power is perception, and their greatest weapon is remembering that they are not the story they were told. The hidden war for your mind can only be won by one who chooses to no longer be an unconscious participant. These symbolic visions are not fantasies. They are metaphors that bleed into reality like ink through old parchment. The world around you is full of gardens, stages, mirrors, towers. But their presence is not proof of defeat, it is proof that you are at the center of something significant. They would not fight so hard to shape your thoughts if your thoughts did not have the power to reshape the world. You were not born merely to be a receptor of signals, a consumer of meaning. You were born as a translator of spirit into matter, a vessel of the eternal encoded in flesh and will. This section is not a warning, it is a wake-up call. The symbols are not just allegories. They are keys. To see them is to begin to reclaim the mind. To question the garden, the roles, the reflections, the tower, is to begin to exit the labyrinth. The war may be hidden, but your awakening must be visible.